Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel. So today I am doing your March love reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your love life and then a look at the tarot to get more details about any obstacles or advice Spirit has for you. So let's begin by taking a look at the overall energies. You have chop wood. This is you needing to do some work, just putting the effort and time maybe into a love relationship or, just preparing yourself to be in a love relationship. So this is just, the mundane, got to do the, do the work. So let's see what else we have. That's not a bad energy, It's kind of like spring. You have to do your spring cleaning so you can bring in new love and no place like home. This is lovely. This is the energy that you want somebody in your life that you feel really at home with. Somebody that you can talk to about anything, somebody that always has your back. You just feel so comfortable around them. You can be yourself. You don't have to worry about criticizing or judgmental stuff. It's just a lovely energy, and because this is so lovely, you're willing to put in the work in this relationship, whether it's new or if it's an existing relationship that you're already in. Okay, so let's take a look at the energy oracle and see what energies we're getting there. Adjacent possibilities. So this could be you looking at different choices that you have in love. So if you're not in a relationship right now, you might just be wanting to casually date. Just try to get more information about what it is that you want in your love life. So this is you just kind of like looking at different possibilities. And if you're in a committed relationship, looking at the different avenues that this relationship could go. Trying to see, is this something that can go long term, or is this something that's going to be, more short term? If it goes long term, how would that work? All of those different energies. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so lovely. Caring connection. So if you are single, you have somebody coming into your life. And if you are with somebody, then this means that your relationship is going to go to the next level. It's lovely. So lovely. And it's because, you feel comfortable with each other. Look at this caring connection, right? Just a lot of comfort there. Cuddling and just, being really, just open and caring. It's so lovely. I love this card. I love the energy of this card. And this is you being willing to do the work, to have this relationship, go the long distance if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the tarot. I'm going to start with the good tarot and then we'll clarify with the light seers tarot. So I'm going to look at the past, the present energies, and then obstacles and advice from spirit. And then we'll take a look at the outcome. So to begin with, these cards are like flying out. You have a lot of energy here, Cancer. Nice. Okay, so let's start with this. In the past, we have the Empress energy. This is you standing in your power, understanding just how worthy you are of love. This is like all the queens put together. So you are savvy in business, very creative, very playful, but also very financially stable, like building a strong foundational life for yourself and in your relationships. So this is a lovely energy that's coming from the past. When you're in this type of energy, it's so easy to be able to manifest somebody that is very caring and is just going to add to your life, right? Not take over your life or, judge your life. It's just a lovely energy. Now, in the present, you're in the Five of Swords energy. So there is some conflict, and we're going to go ahead and clarify this too in a minute. So we'll figure out what this is. But this is also in the good tarot, the Five of Swords, she's very graceful, right? And balancing like on a tightrope. you may be trying to balance within this relationship. This relationship, if it's a new relationship coming in, you may be trying to balance like your work life, your friends, your family, and this new connection. And it could be causing you a little conflict, maybe even internal conflict. And if you're already in a relationship, then this could also indicate that maybe you're teetering. You're trying to figure out, is this long term? Is this going to go the distance? So your obstacle this month is you have the Eight of Swords, which is an energy of you being stuck in your own head. It's in the traditional tarot, she's wearing a blindfold and she has 8 swords around her. It's like you have put yourself in your own prison, in a way. The energy that you may feel like, I don't know if I'm ever going to have love in my life, right? And you're having a hard time with the World card coming out of this energy. It's really, because it's in your obstacle position, you're really stuck in this energy. So let's see what the advice from Spirit is. And don't worry, we're going to clarify all of this too. All right, well, those just popped out, so I'm going to take all of them. 10 of Wands, okay, 4 of Air, and Ace of Air. Nice. So the 10 of Wands is, the end of a cycle, putting down all of the burdens. So you may feel like either in the relationship that you're in or in a relationship that you had in the past, that you carried all the burden. You may have done all of the work. So with this chop wood, you may be like rolling your eyes, like, I have done all of the work, right? And so because of that, you're trying to put that down. You want a relationship that's more balanced, where both of you are doing the work. Nice energy, because you have the 4 of Swords, which is, the energy of healing. You're looking at this past situation. You're taking some time out. You're trying to do what's best for you. And then, being able to drop those burdens and move on, because you do have the Ace of Air here. So this is the Ace of Swords. This can be new information. This can be, just kind of like getting more clarity about what happened in the past, or what happened in past relationships, or maybe what is even going on in your relationship now. But both of these are swords. So this is, also communicating how you're feeling about these burdens. If you're in a committed relationship right now, having that heart-to-heart conversation about, like how you're always tired of having to do the dishes or do the laundry or whatever it is. It's probably something more than that, but it might not be, right? Sometimes those little petty things kind of add up to a lot. If it's something from the past, this is just you getting clarity about a past relationship and understanding what it is that you want in your next relationship. Things, how, the adjacent possibilities. Like, what are the different scenarios I can see within my love connection? How do I want it to play out? What role do I want to play? Just looking at all of those different possibilities, not necessarily choosing one, perhaps even dating casually, right? Trying to figure out exactly what it is that you do want. So the outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. So this, this can mean somebody coming back from the past. The 10 of Pentacles does have that energy. It also means that you're looking for something long-term. So even if you are kind of dating casually now, trying to figure out who you are, what it is that you want in a love connection, in the long run, you want a caring connection that is long-term. Really nice energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify all of this with the Light Seers Tarot. And Cancer, if you are enjoying this reading, I really would appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe, because it really helps to build my channel and allow me the opportunity to get my message of light and love out to the world. I really appreciate any support you can give me. All right, I'm going to take these two because they're sticking out. So, oh dear. Yeah. So in the past, you have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. You know, true disappointment that something did not work out in the past. And because it's showing up, it could be from a very long time ago. Even if you're in a connection now, it could be a previous love relationship. But this indicates that that energy is still kind of hanging around. And that's probably why you have this 10 of Wands in your advice position, trying to move away from that energy of a broken heart. So you have the Empress and the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is you being the wounded warrior, but being stronger because of it. You've learned a lot because of a situation in the past. You're wiser. You know more about love. You know more about connections, relationships, the roles that you want to play in them. You know more about yourself and what it is that you want. And you have a little bit of this energy in you, you know, kind of almost like putting up boundaries around you to protect your heart, because you still do have this energy here. But you also at the same time are working to bring in your Empress energy. So this is nice. You still have this energy hanging around. It's time to go ahead and try to close that out. Heal the wounds that you need to heal, and go ahead and completely embrace the Empress energy, because it will help to bring in a caring connection in the future. All right, so now let's look at this Five of Swords in the present. So Spirit, what information can you give us about this Five of Swords energy, Knight of Swords? So I'm going to take two more. I think that is, yep, there you are. This Knight of Swords is a person from the past. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay, so what possibly could be happening, this won't resonate with everybody. And remember, this is a general reading. If it's not resonating with you, you can check out your rising moon and Venus readings for a message there. You have somebody coming back from the past that has seen the light of day and wants to come back and try to reunite, perhaps. But look at how they're coming in, right? There's no cups there. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving, almost combative type of personality. That's kind of all of a sudden, like, here you are in your Empress energy. You're getting, you know, your life back together again. You're feeling really good, really creative, stable, and then, oh, look what walks in, right? And it's now all of a sudden you're like balancing again. You're trying, whoa, wait a minute, do I go back or do I go forward? You know, you're kind of like, well, do I or don't I? You know, that kind of energy, which is causing a lot of conflict. And it's possible that, you know, your heart is saying one thing and your head is saying another. I feel like the Five of Swords energy, especially in this deck, kind of has that that mentality of, I don't know, do I follow my head or my heart? You know, it's just really hard because you do have the Six of Cups. This is, you know, an energy returning from the past to, you know, you got your life going well, so all of a sudden they want to jump back on your train, right? That's that kind of energy. But look at what you're doing. You're stepping into your intuition. You're listening to your higher good. You're choosing to turn the wheel, right? You're stepping into a new world. You see the beginning, you see the end, and you know what it is that you really want. So this is you stepping into your intuition and really, you know, stepping kind of out of your mind, listening to your heart, what is good, and not in just your romantic life, right? The passion and all of that. It's like, I've really decided that what I want is something that's long-term. And somebody that's really caring. And this Knight of Swords energy, you know, this is somebody that moves in fast, can move out fast, not a lot of love, gets, you know, kind of like takes what they want and then leaves. And you kind of know that. You're kind of like, yeah, that could be fun for a little bit, but that's not what I want long term. So I think that that is what you're really facing when you're looking at these adjacent possibilities. You know, do I return to a past love? Do I move forward? What is best for me? Because I think you're kind of coming into that. You know, the Knight of Swords could come back and say, oh, you know, I have everything figured out now, and, you know, have the plans for the future and be a big talker, right? Because the Swords is very good at talking, be a really good talker, but not really good with the follow through. All right, so let's take a look at this obstacle, because it seems like we know what the obstacle is. Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Lovers. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles, you have the World and the Air. You're really kind of stuck on, you know, the Lovers card can be a loving another soulmate. It can also be about loving yourself. And I think that that is why you have this Eight of Swords energy, because you're kind of torn. Once again, this adjacent possibilities. You're kind of torn. Do I choose this person or do I choose me? Right? Do I listen to the story that they're returning with, or do I listen to my heart and follow what's good for me? And when I say follow your heart, you know, there's a difference between a passion, you know, love heart, and then really what's good for you long term. And so I think you're listening to that. You're willing to, you know, if you're going to listen to this Knight of Swords coming back, you're going to be tempering what they say with what you have learned about yourself and what it is that you want in your life. You're not just accepting everything. You know, the Temperance card is kind of like patience and everything, but I also think that you're tempering what this person says with what you know to be true. Because you know, you have the Three of Pentacles here. This is, you know, somewhat times talking about working it out, right? And you're looking at that. I think you're trying to figure out, could this situation work out? If we all, you know, if we work together, could this situation work out? So this is kind of like, you know, you and your Knight of Swords, and gender doesn't matter, but, you know, you, this other person from the past, and Spirit, you know, the three of you, can you work this out together? And you're trying to figure out, could this work out? But you still have a World card. You know, you're still trying to step in a new direction. And you know what? You have the World card twice, because you have the World card in your present position, and then you also have it in your obstacle. Like, this is probably what your heart is telling you to do. Step in a new direction. Go in a new world. There's just something, you know, that's holding you back here. Something that you may, you know, there's something that you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to surrender something in order to move on into this new world. So let's see what we have in the advice. Oh my goodness. See, you have a King of Cups. Now, you know, the Knight, what is this? You know, this isn't even a King of Swords. This is just a Knight of Swords. That's what you've been dealing with. What you really want is a King of Cups, right? You want a king. You want somebody full of love. You want somebody, you know, look at the difference. And because these are both in the same deck, right? Look at the difference. Like, this is what you've been dealing with, but this is what your heart really wants. So that's a really, I mean, that's just like a real contrast there. And you're getting the clarity about this. You're healing this burden from the past. This Knight of Swords has been a burden. And what you're doing is you're realizing through all of this, you know what I really want? I looked at all the options. I looked at all the knights. I looked at all the kings. And guess what? I choose King of Cups. So that's a interesting, really interesting reading. So now let's look at the outcome here, Cancer. Let's see what we have here. Oh, Seven of Cups. So this is you trying to choose, right? Let's get a few more here. That's kind of like your adjacent possibilities again. Seven of Swords. My goodness. Okay, you have a lot of sevens here. Let's get one more. One more. Oh, Knight of Cups. Yes. So what you're doing is you're looking at something for the long term. You're realizing that this person from the past kind of snuck off in the middle of the night, right? This Knight of Swords. You know, look, both of them have, look, they're wearing the same clothes and they're both kind of have their backs to you, right? They're just like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm all about me. I'm going to go find me, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not a very nice energy the way it comes across there. And you know, you're kind of like, "Oh, now what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I want something long-term. This is not really the person that I want from me. What I really want is somebody that has a lot of love to offer." And so here you have the Knight of Cups. So, you know, here's Spirit telling you, you have a King of Cups out there waiting for you. Here's the Knight of Cups. This is that like first offer of love. You know, it's so sweet, isn't it? You know, like this is what you get long term when you're, you know, you built the connection. And this right here is, you know, like a new love, a fresh love. Somebody that's willing to do the work with you. And, you know, I have a feeling this, you know, you have the Seven of Swords here. Like the Seven of Swords was looking at maybe adjacent possibilities for themselves. That may ring a bell, resonate with some of you. Okay, so because we do have a past connection here, let's go ahead and see if we can get some romance angels to give you a little bit more advice about the past very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yes, this is Spirit saying, hey, that Knight of Cups, that King of Cups, they're right around the corner. Decide what it is that you want. Look at your possibilities. What do you really want out of love? Because you're manifesting it. It's coming very soon. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is your past energy, right? Unrequited. I think you gave a lot to the connection. You did all the work. You chopped all the wood. This person took what they wanted and then left. And then, you know, they may come back in and see if they can get anything else and then leave again. It's just not the energy that you want anymore. You want something that's long-term. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this is, you know, you just talking to your friends, your family. When you're confused, because the thing about the Knight of Swords, he's a swift talker, right? And because of that energy, and I say he because it's a he here, but gender doesn't really matter, it's the energy. But this person is a very swift talker and can talk you into almost anything, right? And they may have actually done that in the past. And so talking to your friends about it, they may help to remind you of, you know, what you went through with this person. Sometimes you have to keep it real. So, all right, let's take a look at the Twin Flame Oracle cards. And this may not be a twin flame. I don't see anything here about that, but they do have nice energy about relationships, travel, movement, meeting, adventure. Be ready for new experiences. You are moving on, Cancer. You are definitely moving on. You know, you have the World card twice. You may actually be moving to a new city for a new job. You may just be like, hey, I really have to get away from this energy, right? And, or, you know, just traveling, like you're ready to go somewhere. It can also mean, you know, like meeting somebody online that maybe even lives in another city, something like that. Sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. This is you going in and doing that work, which I think you really have done. You've done a really good job because in the past you had that Empress energy. The problem is that, you know, the Knight of Swords is going to come in, and, you know, I think this is kind of like Spirit letting you know that this is going to happen, and how you can handle it, right? So you navigate that. Runner, escape from emotion and confusion, on the run. This is not you. This is your Knight of Swords, right? Running away. Back turned and running away, saying, I'm out of here. I got to go, you know, find something else. And then when that's, you know, over, we'll return. All right. So Cancer, this was a nice reading. I think, you know, you have a situation here, but I also think that you are going to navigate this situation so well. And in the end, you do. You have a lovely, caring connection coming in. Your King of Cups, your Knight of Cups. It's so lovely. I'm so excited for you. So let's pull a Love Oracle card to finish this off. So wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yes, so when this fast energy comes in, right, you're going to temper what this person says. And what you're doing is you're holding out for your Knight of Cups. And even when your Knight of Cups, King of Cups comes in, what you're going to do is take your time. In the past, maybe one of the things that you're recognizing as a pattern is that you rushed into love. You know, when somebody came in and was good at, you know, sweet talking or whatever, you kind of listen to it, and now you're really coming into an energy of looking out for you, stepping into your Empress, protecting you, and not overprotecting, but protecting your heart, and knowing that you need to make choices that are good for you. Well, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.